Alright then guys, we are back out in the woods for another adventure. Now tonight I'm trying something that I've never done before but I've always wanted to try, and that is to cook a whole chicken on a campfire. So I am just making my way through this thick bit of woodland in search of a hazel tree, because I want a nice piece of straight wood to cook this chicken the way I'm planning on doing it. How it's going to turn out, I don't know, but yeah, it's going to be fun. So if you want to come and have a laugh at me trying to cook a chicken and also some cheesy dough balls, something else I've never done before, stick around. It's going to be interesting, this is. Yeah, some nice pieces on here. There's actually quite a lot of hazel trees here. Now the thing with hazel is, cutting a branch off like this of a hazel tree, it will not harm the tree at all. It'll in fact encourage more growth. That's why you see lots of shoots coming out of these hazel trees. And one other interesting fact is, with a hazel tree, what you see above ground, there's the same again down below in the root system. But yeah, some nice pieces on here, so I'm just going to cut some of this off. So I've cut this nice straight piece off. What you can actually do now is get the piece that you've cut off from the top where all the leaves will grow. Make sure it's propped up against something to support it, and if you stuff it way down into the ground, that will more than likely grow roots and that'll carry on growing. I'm not going to do it today, but that looks like a perfect opportunity to build a shelter, a natural shelter in there. Drop me a comment below if you want to see a video of me building a shelter under there. Looks pretty cool, that does, and I reckon it'd work really well. But yeah, I'm almost at the spot where I'm thinking of camping tonight, and I don't think I said earlier in the intro that there's a lot of strong winds coming tonight. There was a lot of rain today, like it's literally rained all day. But yeah, this chicken, it's going to be interesting if all this wind comes. At the minute there's, I think it was 30-mile-an-hour gusts. So I've got to be careful where I put my setup, because I don't really fancy getting hit on the head by one of these trees. I don't know if you can hear it because I'm using this mic, but it's actually pretty windy right now. Yeah, I'm thinking of going in this little area here. We'll have a look, we'll get in there, have a look up, see if there's anything that looks like it's about to fall over, like that one there. Alright then, well this is going to be interesting. As long as my rope, my ridge line can reach from there to here, I'm going to use this tree, because a really nice flat bit of land here, and even though it's been raining all day, it's fairly dry. So we've got some natural shelter right above us. But yeah, that is fairly flat there. If I have my feet down here, my head up there, It's bowed, so the wind is coming from the south, which is that way. There's a nice bit of a hill there to give me some blockage. What's the word? I can't think of what the word is. It's been a long day. Like a wind barrier, you know what I mean. But yeah, I think this could work. I was looking around you got to be careful in pine forests or anywhere where there's pine trees, because the ground, it builds up and up and up over, well, I'll show you, over years and years. Like here, it's mud, so we can dig down to the dirt. But when you're in a pine forest, like that, could be several feet deep. And it's not so much of an issue at this time of year, but if you have a fire on that, you risk the whole ground setting alight, and then you got a problem on your hands. Yeah, loads, look at that. See, the normal thing to do here would just be to have a plough point, but I wanted something a bit different. Let's go this way. Right, and I can have a bit of a side on it there. By the way, I am just totally making this up as I go along. I like to try different things, and if that means making it up as you go along, then that's what you have to do. Right, so I think this I can have the front and one side open. I'll show you in a minute. And this side I should be able to have covered because all the wind's coming from that way. Yeah, right, let me get some pegs. You can hear all the top of the trees roaring in the wind over there. I'm going to try the metal pegs, see how they feel in the ground. If not, I'll just make some stakes and just bang them in. That actually feels okay. It's quite low, isn't it? I put a stick here with a ridge line, just to lift that part up, and then this side I've simply just tied with a ridge line up to the tree. That's lifted the whole ceiling on it. Yeah, that is the shelter for tonight. So the wind's going to come in this way. I'm completely covered from the side and the back. I am going to put another peg in here just to bring that down to the ground. That's a setup I've never tried before. I've never even seen it before. I just completely made that up as I went along. Right, I think the job now is just to put the ground sheet down. It is raining, you probably can't tell. Chuck all my gear in there and we'll get some wood cut up. But yeah, I think I'm gonna cut this off. And before anyone moans, it is dead. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna cut this off somewhere here. Right, while the heavens have just opened up, I'm going to prepare the sticks for the chicken tonight. I know I could do with a little bit of light at this point, but I've just heard what I assume is a shotgun literally just over there going off. So I want to try and keep a little bit stealthy for now. Yeah, it's never good someone running around with a shotgun, is it? But yeah, I'm going to prepare these sticks. I've literally only got a little bit of wood. I haven't cut any logs yet. So I need 2 skewers. I've got my saw. I've got to take the bark off them. And the reason we take the bark off is because all the bacteria and stuff is on the bark, so you do not want that going into your food. Tell you what, this is going to be interesting cooking a chicken in the bloody rain if this carries on. It did say it was only going to rain until 5 o'clock and it is bang on 5 now. Right, that's the 2 skewers done. Right, I'm hoping that'll be enough because it's starting to get a bit closer to the one side here. I don't want it to break off. I think it might break off actually. So if it does, I'm going to have to find, I'm pretty sure there was another hazel tree just over the way there. Let's just test it with my hand. Might be alright. It's literally, I don't know if you can tell. See how it's gone off a bit. This wood just does not want to split. That is some seriously tough pine. Man, I've never struggled to split pine like this. Now I know I could do with a harder surface, but let's try this. Look at it go. That's got to split now, surely. No. Alright then, the big moment. Can we spatchcock this chicken? Where's my knife? Now I'm just wondering if I'm going to get through this with my knife. It says ribs in here. I'm going to have to use some force. What a mess. I hate handling raw chicken. Now, I think what we got to do is just turn it over like that. Oh, I'll snap the end off it. I think that's hitting the bone. And like that, I assume. Then we're going to want to go straight through there. Let me just use that to hold it open. Right, now I've made this block so I can get that to hold together like that. I've got some oxo cubes to sprinkle all over it. This is a mix of aloe vera gel. Yeah, look. Aloe vera gel mixed with alcohol. marshmallow flavoured stout from the Hop Foundry. Can't really taste the marshmallow if I'm honest. Can't taste marshmallow at all. I've been ripped off, haven't I? Well, the time now is 8 minutes past 8, and I forgot when I put that chicken on, I think it was around about 7 o'clock. The shooting seems to have calmed down. I haven't heard one for, well, probably a good hour now. I reckon we must be shooting deer. I was just a bit worried because sometimes they have those not infrared scopes, what they're called, you know, like the heat thermal imaging. Now you'd hope if they saw me on the thermal image scope that they'd know I was a human. But yeah, it was a little bit worrying. All night the smoke's been going that way. As soon as I sit down, it starts coming at me. Well, we're doing pretty lucky with the weather. That's what I was going to do. I was going to check the forecast, wasn't I? Yeah, clear skies all night. Well, a bit of cloud. That's 10 o'clock. Yeah, it's just going to go really cloudy. There might be a bit of rain at 6 in the morning. Yeah, now we should be good now. I don't think you'll hear the wind on this mic, but I can hear all the top of the trees. Oh man, my eyes have just been writ off. Yeah, the top of the trees are going wild. Earlier on, must have been about 6:30, I did get a whiff of another campfire. Oh man, my eyes are getting writ off. I just wanted to sit down and finally relax for a bit. I think, well, it is getting hot. Oh yeah, it's hot to the touch. I was wondering whether it needs lowering. I suppose I don't want to cook it too quick, do I? Because it won't be cooked in the middle. What do you rate it then? What do you rate me for the first time doing a spatchcock chicken on a campfire in the woods, from 1 to 10? Get in the comments and let me know. I'll tell you what I've really been struggling with since I used to camp a couple of years ago. My back really hurts trying to cut thick wood up. So I don't know what the answer is. If you use thin stuff like this, you just be throwing it on all night. I guess I'll just have to see how I go. Oh, she is looking good. I would say that's done. I don't even know how long this is going to take to cook. I'm going to guess around about 10 minutes or so. Oh man, it's gone a bit sticky. Oh no. I'd say I need more. Yeah, way more. Oh no. Again, this is the first time. Like, I'm sure I made dough when I was a kid in school, but I've never made dough. So what I'm planning on doing is getting a chunk of this cheese. Do I need more? I don't know if I'm going to need more. It's probably going to raise, isn't it? Let's just put that there. Right, I'm going to get a chunk of this cheese and put it right there. Oh, instantly, that smells delicious. Oh, I want to eat it now. No, no joke, that smells amazing already. I literally just put it in there. Right, I need more ash on it. More embers, I think. Okay. 9:17. Oh, look at that. I haven't really thought this through. How am I going to eat this? I've literally just got this little plate. What am I going to put that on? Haven't. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to put it on. Like, how do you even know when it's done? Oh, I can tell it's crunchy on the outside. Oh, it's not cooked on the bottom. What? Let's turn it over. I feel like it looks a little bit burnt there. It's looking good. Wow, it's white and juicy. It's a little bit, wow. It's a little bit burnt there. That side sounds good. Let's give this bread a try. Oh, it's looking gooey. Oh, the cheese could have done with longer, actually. Only the outside of the cheese is melted. That's good bread though. Oh my god. My throat was talking then. Oh wow. I've waited so long for this. I'm not just saying it. That's the best chicken ever. You know what makes it so nice? That OXO cube what I rubbed all over it. Oh my life. I'm thinking maybe the chunk of cheese was too big. Maybe it would have melted better if it was small. Let's cut one of these blocks in half because they are big. Size of that. Let's cut it down the middle. Should do it like the pizza chefs. It's not going to work, is it? Just being stupid now. Right. Less cheese. I don't know why it's so sticky. If anyone knows anything about dough, like I kept adding loads of flour to this on my side and rolling it around. It kept rising, like it doubled in size and it went all sticky. I added a bit more flour. Is it called kneading? I did that again and then it rose again. Or is it meant to be sticky? Let's just dump it there and just see what happens. Let's try not burying this one. By the way, if any of you go out into the woods to cook a chicken, don't dump the carcass, because if foxes and that eat it, the cooked bones can actually choke them. So what I plan on doing with this is, when I've finished eating it, I'm just going to burn it. It's looking better. Again though, it's a bit burnt on that one side. I don't know if the cheese is going to be melted. Right, if anyone has any tips on these, it's only really melting around the edge, or is it just the wrong sort of cheese? Does this cheese not melt? Maybe it's too hot too quick and it just needs to warm up slowly. Like, it's still nice, don't get me wrong. The owls are out. Guys, I've chucked a couple of really damp logs on the fire. Hopefully that'll allow me to have some nice embers in the morning, just so I can get a fire going easily. He made a right weird noise then. I'm debating on whether to turn around. This thing is actually touching my head. Where I'm lay, it is on a very slight decline. I might just... What the hell was that? Something out there. It sounded like someone walked into a tree. Oh, don't tell me I've got to get up and check it out. I'm going to have to get up anyway. This is no good. This is ridiculous. Do you know, it's been so quiet all night until literally just when I get into bed, the owls start. Someone's just walked into a tree. Jeez, man. Guys, I'm going to go. I'm going to turn my bed around and go to sleep. I'll see you all in the morning. Well, last night was perfect. All that wind coming from the south. I don't know what the temperature was, but I didn't have to put my thermals on. I actually started sweating at one point because I had that sleeping bag zipped all the way up. I had to just undo the side and leave it open for the night. The wind died down. The rain completely stopped. It was almost as if it was a summer night, but we are just, it's the 22nd of February today, so we're pretty much halfway into the winter. So for it to be that warm, that was, I have no words for it. Brilliant. But yeah, it is 8:05. Had a really good night's sleep. I stayed up a lot later than I normally do. I think it was about 12:30, maybe 1 o'clock. I was just watching some videos in bed. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna drink this coffee and then we'll sort all this fire out, pack up and get our asses out of here. I think I feel well grotty this morning. Cut my nails. I need to go and have a good scrub. Oh, it's so nice to have a coffee in the morning. I don't know why, but I woke up, all my throat felt really dry. You know, and you swallow and it feels like there's like a lump in there or something because it's so dry. That chicken last night was amazing. It didn't go as crispy as I expected though. I was expecting it to be, you know, like when you take them out the oven at home, they're all nice and crispy. I burnt the carcass. I don't think I filmed it, or did I? Yeah, I think I did. Like I said, if animals get cooked chicken, they can choke on the bones and possibly die. So yeah, always burn your carcass. Or just take it home. Don't leave it in the woods. That's what I'm trying to say. And they have started shooting again. It doesn't sound as close this morning, which is weird, you know, because I've camped in this woodland a lot, like over the years, and I've never heard shooting. And for them to literally just be shooting, like, it sounded like they were just right down there. And again this morning, I can only assume that they are culling the deer, because there is a lot of deer up here. I have seen some this morning down that way. I don't know what that noise was up there last night. I didn't bother getting out to go and check, but it sounded like, I don't know if the mic would have picked it up, but it sounded like someone walked into a tree. And it was right there. We have got, I don't know if you can see on there, semi-blue skies. It's nice, so nice waking up and it's not raining and you can just come and chill by the fire, sit down, have a coffee. You're semi-warm. You can't beat it. Right, I think I'm going to finish off my coffee and we'll pack up. making it look easy. And we got some sunshine. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it. That is going to be it from me. So take care of yourselves, and I will see you on another one. Cheers for watching.